You guys know I get too psyched for you. But now, what is too psyched? Well, Scorpio, how does Mars sextile Chiron trine the sun square to Venus sextile this full moon on Saturday sound for you? You want to know what that means? Well, I'm going to tell you. Scorpio, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is from, Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Some people don't like the way I pronounce that. Whatever. It is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and rising signs. Guys, this is your reading. Please take this energy that I describe where it resonates in your life. And then comment below and let me know how is it resonating with you, because you know I want to know. Okay. Oh, good God. Okay. I'm going to go over the astrology because it's also an astrology overview or summary for the week. Please know that there's always an extended reading that I do hope you join me for. It is just it's more in depth. It continues the message. So if you really love this message and you want to continue it, please do continue it. I'll attach the link below. You can pop the link, just tap on it at the end of this video. It's all there for you. And please check out your moon sign videos, your rising sign videos, because a lot of times they will resonate more depending on just the energies in your chart and how everything's interacting. We're going to get into specifics as to whose chart is going to be really pinpointed this week. You guys, okay, give me a second. Pluto, your modern ruling dignitary, is largely unaspected this week, and that means that there's no major planets that are at any major angles to Pluto right now, which is freedom and liberation and freshness, newness, new start. It's also a wild card. So I think a lot, especially according to one of these cards that I got sitting in front of me, a lot is going to surprise you this week, but in a good way, because you have been desperately desiring and wanting this to happen. Not every day of your life. It hasn't possessed your brain, but on and off. This has not sat right with you. And I had this discussion on my daily today. And please do join my daily tarot card readings. I do a daily tarot every weekday over on my second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation. So find me there so you can join the chat. And what came up was, what does it mean when a planet is square to the nodes? Right now, the sun is square to the nodes. That means this full moon will be square to the nodes. This is a huge time when something comes to light. What was not finished in the past. Like, how far along are we between our nodes, between our journey, between where we started and the information we came into this life with, toward learning new stuff and becoming who we're meant to enter the next life as, right? How far along are we? How have we challenged ourselves? Have we really finished off everything that we were supposed to finish off? And here's where the discussion came, Scorpio. And that discussion was about, well, if it's in the past, then it's the past. Yes, I always say that to you, and I always say that an X is an X for a reason. But what about unfinished situations? They're not in the past. They're begging for attention. Now, a lot of times we leave technically unfinished because it don't matter. But I'm talking about the karmic fated things that you should have done, you needed to do in order to fulfill your soul's journey. Didn't happen. So it's not going to be like everything in your life popping off, because most stuff is a choice. You know, fate and free will is doing that karmic dance, that cosmic dance, always. So most stuff, you didn't finish it because you weren't interested in it, because, you know, you had to go in a different direction. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the stuff that is actually, you got to finish it, because finishing it is what unlocks. It's like you're in one of those, what do you call it? Those puzzle rooms, those trap rooms where you have to figure out everything to find the key to unlock the door. You know what I'm talking about. that's kind of it. You can't unlock the door until you figure out this puzzle, and you left it behind and you went on to something else, but it doesn't move that way. So this is definitely some karmic check-in point to like super fuel you to get something done, confront something that has been causing you a great deal of pain. But because Mars is sextile to Chiron, this is using that pain as motivation to change and to move forward and to help yourself harmonize this juxtaposition that's happening in your life, like feeling like something's always off, because it is, because that piece isn't where it's supposed to be. It's like walking on an unsteady foundation because you didn't put in that cornerstone that needed to be there. It has to happen because you can't build and move forward without it. And this is when it becomes clear and you get back your power because you can do something about it. It's got something to do with tension. I'll tell you this right now. Mars and Venus. Now Mars and Venus, Mars square Venus, all week, this is cosmic sexual tension. Absolutely. It is wonderful energy because it's supercharged, and I know you guys are going to pick up on it big time. And for you, since Mars is in Gemini, and by the end of the week, Pluto will conjunct Mercury. You got to say some stuff that needs to be said. These conversations have to happen. It doesn't matter what comes on the other side. What matters is these are talks or situations, things that needed to be said that have to be said and finally get said. And they're gonna blow your mind. Because the breakthrough that happens because of these things that are finally spoken, right? And some of these feelings are hurt feelings. But let's get into the cards. Okay, stop. Blindsided. Absolutely blindsided. You're not going to expect this. And there is a lack of information, a sense of I don't know everything that I need to know. Something just doesn't fit. You know it doesn't. You know that there is stuff here that don't make sense. And it doesn't make sense because these things have to be said. These talks have to happen. This information has to come in. Something about the new moon was set off. That could have just been cosmically, like psychically rupturing things inside of you. Okay, but let's keep moving. Guys, what is all this? Because this to me is marriage. This to me is celebration in the heavens. Yes, finally they got it. Finally it's clear. Finally it's said. Finally, these people come together, people that you appreciate, enjoy. This is a party. This is some sort of party or social gathering where clarity happens and then you can come into combination or connection with the people you were supposed to come into. If I had to set this up as a story, it would be, it's like you didn't even expect it. It doesn't even have to be a party you're at. Just some clarification comes through at this gathering that ends up turning you around or putting that piece, filling that puzzle piece, making things make sense so that celebration of somebody's wedding. This could even be an announcement of, it doesn't have to be a wedding. Use it how it resonates in your life, but some happy occasion, some celebration, something to celebrate. Because both of these cards are celebration cards. These are, yes, victory, success. We did it. We got it. We figured it out. We figured it out. It finally came out. We finally got unstuck because we dealt with it. We filled in those pieces. Okay, let me get a moon card because I told you on February 4th, Mars is sextile to this full moon in Leo. So it's got, first of all, Leo's very romantic energy, especially with the moon in Leo. And It's in opposition to Aquarius. So there's something here with regards to the sun, the crowd, what everybody thinks is going on wasn't really going on. There was definitely hidden stuff about who you are, how you feel, or what somebody feels about you. Yes, this could be your job application. Yeah, if that's how it's resonating in your life. In fact, I made a note to myself. I said, tell Scorpios, go check your natal chart, guys. Go check your natal chart and see what house is ruled by Gemini, because that's where Mars is. And that's the house where this is all going to be spitting off on. Now, whatever house Gemini rules, you have to check your natal chart for that. But that's the stage all this is going to play out. Oh, stop. The answers you need are coming. Word. These are 2 full moons. And they're 2 full moons ruled by Mercury because it's Gemini and Virgo. You are good enough. Finally, it's going to come out that you actually are good enough. You actually are what they want, who they want. You were seen. You name it. Leave it in the comments. I am so super hyper psyched about this energy. I'm going to go as far as to say this is energy that's going to impact everybody, not just Scorpios, but for you guys, it's going to really pop off. Now, let's go back. Yep, going back. I wrote this down. Scorpio South Node is at 8 degrees. The South Node is in Scorpio at 8 degrees. It's been there for a while. It hasn't moved much. It moves slowly. Check your natal chart. If your natal sun is between 6 and 10 degrees Scorpio, then the South Node is now conjunct the natal sun. Why is that so important? Because like I said, this full moon is going to be square to that. The sun will be square to your natal sun. So for you guys especially, this is going to be real tense energy that will make you question who the hell you are. Maybe it make you have to stand up for yourself and not take any more something. Because things have not come out. Remember, it's also square to the moon. People's feelings for you, your feelings for you, what you think of yourself, all of those things have to be addressed, especially for you guys in that context. But for the rest of us, this is just stuff that has been on your heart that needs to be addressed, that's been causing a lot of pain because it hasn't, because it wasn't the past. And so often we mistake the past for what just has been left undone. And if it's been left undone, and like I said, I'm gonna up this and not. I told you this is fated. So this is 100% something that what you're not allowed. It's like you can't pass to the 12th grade if you haven't finished all your credits in 11th. You could sit in 11th forever. You're still gonna grow to 42 years old, but you're gonna stay on that level until this one is completed. This wasn't just some homework assignment. This was the finals. Someone didn't pass. It's this stuff, but you're going to have a grapple on it because of that beautiful sextile between Mars and Chiron. It's going to really help you be motivated to, and be real focused on clearing shit up. You are good enough. You see, somebody, you felt this whole time. You've been feeling this whole time, or somebody that you know. It could be you. It could be, let's turn this on its head. Scorpio, it could be you that's making the call to alert somebody to the fact that, yo, this was supposed to be you, not me. I'm tired of being here in the wrong spot. This is what happened. This is what went down. To clear out my toxicity and help myself realize, oh, I've been good enough the whole time. I've just been in the wrong spot. I've been around the wrong people. Now all of a sudden it's clear who you got to be around, who your tribe is, who will really celebrate you. There is communications. The answers you need are coming, and the answer is, yeah, you're good enough. You've always been good enough. I think you've just been mispositioned. Now, Chiron and Mars is extremely, it could be some physical injury that you were dealing with that left you behind, that made you veer off course. You know, something happened to you physically that you had to address, and it fucked up your timeline. That's what it did. But now this is time to make up for the timeline, and you have the energy to make up for the timeline too. Because you know exactly who you are. This is Mars trine the sun. You have the energy to take action with regards to who you are and your purpose in life, as well as romance. Because the sun rules romance too. Not so romantic in Aquarius, but I think this could also mean your romance with your community, your romance with your friends, your romance with the public. You know, maybe something hasn't gone public and it was supposed to. I gotta get into this. I gotta get into this. 16 minutes in, the reading has just begun. Details. We need details, please. We need details. Okay, so you are very, 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 very defensive, because honestly, this is something that matured you to a situation that you don't talk about a lot. I think you needed the perspective of time to have the maturity and the feelings, the self-esteem to be able to confront these issues. But these are battle scars. So this is definitely stuff that has harmed you and made you defensive. And once again, you may not even believe that this is happening at first, or want to believe. You'll believe it, but you won't want to believe it, because your heart will kind of be defensive, saying, really? Prove it to me. It's like, I'm not letting my feelings out when all this has happened to me before. It's got to do with something with that mentality. I'm not letting my feelings out when all this has happened before, but you have to. Is the information going to come out for Scorpio or through Scorpio? Oh. King of Wands. It's you. You're taking action. But the Hermit is here. There's some sort of investigation, or maybe you've gone by your own for a while. Hold on. We have the Fool card. This is taking a path less traveled and deciding to look in a direction that you haven't looked before. You are good enough. Basically, the path less traveled is the embracing of your own self-esteem and saying, I'm going to do something I never did before based on the theory that I am good enough. Let's pretend for a second. You are good enough. That's been confirmed by the cards. You just may not feel good enough. So, but at least you're going to have the balls to like pretend and say, okay, but devil may care. What if I were good enough? What would I do? How would I act? And that's how you're going to act. Because you need to see, you need to know, you need to investigate. That's what the Hermit is here for. Investigate. You need, at this point, not knowing is scarier than taking the chance. And that's what it is. Taking the chance for you, it's almost like you're not taking a chance. You're just getting answers. But it is going to open up some beautiful stuff too. Are any of you dealing with a fire sign, especially fire sign masculine? Because this is coming out from the depths. Where is it leading? Like I said, I think this is some sort of social gathering. It's getting together, something to celebrate. You know where it's leading? I'm going to tell you. A new start and a new beginning. Something brand new. A stage in your life that you never got to experience because this step was never taken. It's like you're fine. For those of you, shout out to me in the comments if you have felt that there was always something missing. There was, confirmed. And it's because of something that you didn't feel good enough about. No, I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to be seen. But you had to. This is definitely a missed opportunity that once you take it, What is this? This is somebody's attracted to you, bottom line, or you're attracted to somebody. And guess what? You feel the same way. There's a whole lot of people here, also executives, people watching you, seeing you, notoriety and attention. Yes, but mostly this is, now I know what my passions are. Something is so attractive, I can't not go after it and claim it and offer this love. Offer this. I want you. I think about you all the time. Let's get into the extended. I'm not even going to play around. I will see you guys there. Link is above and below.